Hey guys! So hopefully this setup is going to work. I haven't filmed in this area before, so I'm just hoping that it works out, but So if you are watching this video, then you already know that Dale and I are pregnant. I will have already posted the video announcing that. Hello, Kira. This video I am filming on November 2nd, 2016. This is just a couple days after we found out, and the reason I haven't posted it yet is just because it is so early along that it's really not worth it. I'm only about 3 weeks right now. This video is basically just going to be about how we found out that I was pregnant and just sort of the initial stuff. So Dale and I found out Kira wants to be in the video. Kira wants to be in the video. No stompy foot. No stompy footings. You're a very nice dog. Yes, you're a very nice dog. Okay, off. So Dale and I found out on the 30th of October. Sorry if you can hear like, it's my dog. 30th of October was a Sunday, and on the Thursday prior to that, Dale and I had just decided like, hey, you know, let's try to have a baby. The next day I ordered this pack of pregnancy tests. So you guys have probably seen this one before. It's one that you can get off of Amazon. This is the Easy at Home, and this is the ovulation test kit. This comes with ovulation tests and pregnancy tests. I ordered it on Friday from Amazon, and it got to my house on Sunday, which was the 30th. So Sunday we were at This Spread at my parents' house with Dale and Tony, and both the girls were there, and we got home late at night, and I was like, you know what, I'll just, I have to pee anyway, I'll just go and I'll try one of the ovulation tests. So I went and I pulled out an ovulation test, and then I pulled out a pregnancy test, and I was like, I don't need to take a pregnancy test, let's just put that back in. And then I thought, well, what the hell, I have 20 of them, I might as well take one just so that I know how they work. So I took them both, I peed, I dipped them in pee. I don't even remember what the ovulation test said because who cares at this point, but the pregnancy test showed up with 2 lines, and I was like, what the crap? Because it was not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting to get a negative pregnancy test because I've taken pregnancy tests before and they've always come out negative, and the fact that it was positive 3 or 4 days after Dale and I deciding that yes, we were going to try to have a baby was just mind-blowing to me. I did not know what to think. It's like, what the crap? I immediately took another one, which was one of these. I immediately took one of these. These are just the Kroger early result pregnancy tests. Took one of those, and it was also positive. So I made some stupid excuse, and I went out there and I said, I have to go and get a DVD for you, Dale. And he was like, I just bought 2 DVDs today, what are you gonna get? And I was like, well, it's just one that you didn't get, so I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get you a DVD. So that was my excuse, and I left, and I immediately called my mom, who's in New York at the moment with her sisters. So I immediately called her and I told her, I was like, Mom, I think I'm pregnant, and had a whole discussion with her while I went to Target, and was like, what the crap do I do? Because I wanted to tell Dale, but I didn't want to just be like, here's a positive pregnancy test, surprise! I was walking around Target and I was like, what do I get? Do I get a onesie? Do I get do I get shoes? What the crap do I get? It was just a pack of little baby socks and a card, and I went back, and I was in my car, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to get a DVD. So I had to go back in, and I found a random DVD. I was like, oh, whatever, this one. And then went home, and Dale had put the kids to bed, thank heavens, because I don't even know what I would have done if they had been awake. I would have been like, get to bed right now! Get to bed right now! So I said, let me show you what I got you. And so we went into the room, and I gave him the card, and I gave him the socks, and he read it. Basically, he pulled them out, and he said, you're pregnant. And then I said, yes. And he said, are you serious? And I said, I'm dead serious. And then I showed him the pregnancy tests, and he was understandably very shocked, but I could tell that he was kind of happy about it. Then, we both were kind of like, together, like, holy crap. And then I took, I think, 2 or 3 more pregnancy tests, and they all came out positive. And we actually told our friend Tony as well. So I came out and I said, do you want to see the present that I got Dale? And he said, sure. And so I gave him the socks, and his face was just like, that night was basically just consisting of us both kind of, Dale and I kind of processing it and kind of going, holy crap, this is happening. The next morning, I called Rulene, and I got to tell her, and it was super exciting and super shocking, and it was crazy. And then we decided that we were going to tell his parents. I said maybe we should wait until we get it confirmed by a doctor, and he said I just want to tell them. So, and I called my doctor that morning, and they actually had a spot available for me to come in that day. So I went in and I got my blood drawn, and I you know, to test that I was pregnant. We went to his parents' house and we took the pair of socks, and Dale handed the socks to his mom, and I thought for sure that she was going to, one, freak out and be furious because she's very LDS and she's very much, you know, she wants us to do things the right way, especially because Dale's previous marriage, you know, they got married first and then they, you know, or they got pregnant first and then they got married and it didn't work out. And so I know that everyone in his family feels very strongly about that. And I also thought that she would look at the socks and be like, what is this? Why are you handing me socks? But she got it immediately and she was so excited. She immediately like freaked out and hugged me and was so excited, and she said, "You're gonna be such a good mom," which meant a lot for me. And she was just really excited, and his dad went, "Oh man," or like, "Oh geez," something along those lines. We told his sister, but everybody was pretty excited. And then we went and told my dad, but his forehead gets all wrinkly and his eyes get all crinkly and he smiles so big. And Dale and I were talking about it, and I was like, I'm always like, can you actually see when your eyes do that? Is excited for us and everything like that. And then he said, "Have you told your mother?" And I said, "I told her first thing." So we have definitely told several people, even though I'm technically only like 3 weeks along, but we have told people because in my opinion, I would rather tell people and experience it with them, even if we lose the baby, which, knock on wood, I'm sitting on wood. That was gross and dirty. I would rather that, you know, if we're going to have a bad experience, that I still have my family around to support that. What else can I talk about? This video is already really long. Oh, so the blood test results came back that night and they were positive, and so yesterday I called and I made an appointment with an OB. I go in on the 19th of December because I have to be about 10 weeks along to go in and get an ultrasound. We're going to wait to tell, you know, like to post it on Facebook or to, you know, whatever, until I have an ultrasound and I can have everything checked out and make sure everything's good. Symptom wise, the only thing that I am experiencing is cramping and a little bit of bloating. Today is the first day that my boobs have felt it's kind of a little bit sore and a little bit tender. But other than that, my skin was really bad, but I kind of thought that was something to do with not taking the pill consistently. And that's basically the only symptom that I've been experiencing. I obviously don't really have much of a stomach because it's 3 weeks, so the baby's about the size of a teeny tiny itty bitty like grain of sand. The only thing that I've noticed is that my weight so far is still the same as it normally is. Like today I weigh 106 pounds, so totally normal for me. I'll wake up with a flat stomach, and then towards the end of the day my stomach will be kind of bloaty and you can definitely see like a belly, but it's not a pregnant belly, it's just a bloated things are happening type of belly. It's not the baby. Again, the baby is about the grain of a sand. The grain is about the size of a grain of sand. Dale said that I was being really moody, but I don't know what he's talking about. Other than that, everything is totally normal. So, and I haven't even missed a period yet. It just was a total, complete, just out of nowhere, like, holy crap, if I hadn't taken this pregnancy test, I would never even have suspected that I was pregnant. This is the pregnancy stuff that I took, so I'll just really quickly show you what that looks like when you get it, if you guys are curious. But it just comes in a box like this. The blue ones are all the ovulation tests, and then the pink ones are obviously the pregnancy tests. And these are the ones that you pee in a cup and you dip in. These are the little socks, by the way, that I showed, that I gave Dale. I don't know how well you can see them. So these are the pregnancy tests that I took. I'll do a close-up in a minute so you guys can see what they actually look like. But these are the 3 from that packet that I took. And then that night I took this one, which is from the early pregnancy test one. And then the next morning I took another pregnancy test first thing with first morning urine to kind of make sure that I wasn't dreaming. But yeah, so I am pregnant. It's extremely exciting. We are not telling the girls yet, just because I don't want to tell them until I have an ultrasound to show. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it was so long, but it was just the initial get everything out of the way video. I do plan on doing pregnancy updates, so if you guys do want to keep up with those, definitely subscribe. Very, very exciting. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, this is awesome. And oh, so according to the doctors and to the app that I use, I am due around July 16th. So yeah, I guess I'll do a belly shot. Again, it's not a belly, but my stomach is normal and whatever. It's a little bit chunkier. It's a little bit less defined, I guess you could say, than it normally is for me, but this is, again, this is not a pregnant belly. So So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Anyway, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. And again, if you guys want to keep up with any more pregnancy updates that I do, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.